here from the Google Classroom. Okay, can you see my desktop view? Boleh kan? Um, okay, so we in the week 11. So I already upload the material at the chapter 8 in this Google Classroom, and also other extra material that I get from the YouTube. So you can, if you have a time, please watch this video to help you to more clear about this chapter. Okay. Okay, so we proceed with our chapter 8. Okay. Don't forget to apa ni, to sign the attendance in the future. I think I already set the date yesterday. Okay, so
Madam,
boleh ke?
madam. Attendance tu tarikh madam buat 20 hari bulan.
Suppose today is 21 lah.
Betul?
Okay, nanti saya betulkan balik
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Natasha.
Welcome.
Okay, okay, so still in chapter 8, communication and network. So last week we already discussed about some of the learning objectives that we want to achieve. So today we continue the rest of this chapter. Sekejap saya tengok ada yang lagi yang nak masuk. Okay, so last class we already covered this one, the learning objective 1, 2, 3 and 4. But 4 we don't discuss about protocol, so kita akan masuk protocol, and the rest insyaAllah we try to cover in this class today. Okay. Okay, let's stop. Okay, so we stop at this slide last week, so we continue today. Protocol So protocol whenever when we involve communication between two parties, such as especially for formal event, let's say we have a discussion with other state, with a school, with a company. So when we involve with two parties, for especially in our official event, we must follow a certain protocol, to make it the communication smooth lah. Okay, so same with the computer communication. When we want to communicate with other computers, automatically we need a protocol to make it the communication, there are no miscommunication and so on. Okay, tak ada clash or apa. So that's why we need a protocol. So for computers, there are two protocols that available currently. The one is HTTPS, and so this one usually for website that need high security, to protect the transfer of sensitive data. Kan kalau you tengok dalam biasa when you Google a certain website, dia ada tulis http:// dot baru www and so on kan. So that mean the website use hypertext transfer protocol secure. So usually bank ke, online bank ke semua dia pakai, ataupun government punya website usually HTTP lah. Okay, and then the second one we have the common one is TCP or IP, Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. This is the common protocol that use compared to HTTP lagi secure in term of security. Okay. So these are the protocol that use for TCP. The common widely used protocol. So dia mesti ada IP. IP is to detect the identification lah. Maknanya for each computer or device that connected to network, they have their own address. Kalau kita alamat kita kan alamat rumah. So we know the location and so on to send the data. Kat mana kita nak send data? We want kalau kita beli online, when we want to send the parcel to product, we must know the address kan. So same with this one, the computer. So when the network want to send a data, so dia mesti tahu address lah. But in the computer, instead of call address, it call IP. IP. Okay. Internet protocol. Okay, biasa if our address have a taman, jalan and so on, nombor kan. But for IP address, memang dia ada nombor. Okay. A certain nombor. Ya Allah. Okay. Ada certain nombor. For example, this one. So you can see here. So if you Google your control panel, you'll find the IP address. Your computer also have their unique own number. Okay. So the first one is identification, and the second one, the protocol must have a domain name server. Server dia kat mana? Okay. And usually protocol atau format that we want to send message, we send in terms of packet. Packet means our message is broken into a small part. So if we have a videos, we have an image. So this one in terms of size is very big. So dia tak boleh send 100% tu, because we have a limitation of size of bus, data bus and so on. So they use a technology that they call packet. Okay. So all the message, all the videos, all the information that we want to send was broken or are broken into a small part, called packet. Okay, but we see kita boleh tengok video tu atau we receive message tu serentak kan. If we get open WhatsApp, someone send videos and so kita boleh tengok dia the video play smoothly, tak ada tersekat kan. Because in terms of transfer rate tu terlampau laju. Although the message was sent part by part, sebenarnya send part by part lah, packet 1, packet 2, packet 3 and so on. Tapi because of the transfer rate is so high, our eyes kita tak boleh detect. Kita nampak dia, the video tu berjalan serentak. Okay. Okay, so these are the some general briefing about the protocol. Sebenarnya ada banyak lagi lah detail kalau kita belajar. Tapi kita ambil yang the basic one. Okay. Okay, so settle learning objective number 4. So now we move to the learning objective number 5. So we're gonna look in terms of network terminology, interface card, and network operating system. Okay, if you have any question, you just ask. No problem. Okay, if I know, I'll try to explain to you. Okay. Okay, a network. When we want to communicate with more than two, we want to communicate with other computer, automatic we need a network. Okay? Network ni jaringan lah. Okay? Okay, so this slide shows you the a type of network that available currently now. Okay. Here we have a switch, we have a router, we have a server, and we have a computers, laptop, phone, or printer. Any of these device want to communicate to each other. Okay? Okay, this is specialized term in a network. Kita pergi sini lah secara general. Okay, not any device connected to a network. Okay, so for example in this figure semua adalah node. Node. Semua kita panggil node lah. So any device connected to network, we can consider it a node, one node. Okay. Okay, but a node we can categorize into it can be a client or it can be a server. Okay, a client is the end user. Okay, for example here. So when this device want to communicate with other network, katakanlah you nak communicate with this computer, it must have a permission. It must have a go through this server. Baru dia boleh communicate. So the client have to ask a permission from the server when to communicate with other network. Okay, but server pula adalah server is in our Malay word pelayan lah. So this server is provide macam apa ya, in other word management lah, manager that responsibility to serve any request from other device. Okay, for example, this server its job is to serve this client, to entertain this client. Which client want to send the data ataupun there are any request from other device untuk connected to this client. So dia macam serve the network to other device. So that's why kita panggil server to serve. Okay. So dia macam jadi central unit for network lah. Because sometimes when we deal with a lot of computer and device, akan jadi traffic kan, macam traffic jam lah. So we need some mechanism to make it the network work smoothly and so on. So that's the role played by the server. Okay, and then we have directory directory server. Directory server lagi up level daripada server. So you can see here, dia duduk di tengah-tengah ni. So we have a server, two server here, but we have another server that control both this server. Okay, and then we have host. Okay, host ni dia macam if the client have to request to when to use the other network, host ni dia boleh control. Usually server lah yang jadi host. Okay. Tapi sometimes computer also can be a host. Okay. So it depends lah. Okay. And then we have a router and we have a switch. Okay, router, contoh router. Kalau kat rumah, kalau kita nak banyak guna banyak guna device, so we need a router. Okay, ataupun kita boleh pakai switch. Biasa switch ni kalau tengok dekat bilik-bilik server tu, dia ada lampu-lampu berkelip-berkelip kat belakang tu Okay, ataupun kat switch ni lah biasa kita cocok wire LAN tu. Okay. And then we have a network interface card. Okay, any device that want to communicate with internet must have a network interface card. Kalau komputer you tak ada network interface card, automatic tak boleh connect to the internet. Ataupun your phone, your laptop, tablet and so on. And the network operating system, OS dia for the network card tu, and the network admin. Okay, so we settle 5. Now we move to the 6. We're gonna look of types of network that are available. Okay, so these are the network types that are available. We have LAN, HLAN, wireless LAN, personal area network LAN. We have MAN. We have WAN. Okay, LAN is local area network. So usually for small community use a LAN, for example, for school, for company and so on, for office, usually use a LAN. Okay, so the limitation of LAN, you can see here, a distance less than a mile. So if you want to communicate in terms of distance less than mile, you can use a LAN. But if you want to communicate more than a mile, we can go for MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. Tapi biasa the terms kita jarang guna lah. Biasa kita akan terus jump ke this one, Wide Area Network. So this one is worldwide lah. Okay, worldwide. Maybe this one used by the government or district officer ataupun untuk control untuk satu daerah, untuk satu state, sebab it can up to 100 mile. Okay, lebih daripada 100 kilometer. Okay, sekejap. Okay, and then we have a latest technology. We have a wireless ataupun kita Wi-Fi lah. Okay, Wi-Fi. Okay, So yang lagi kecil daripada LAN, kalau LAN less than mile, kita ada juga home network. Okay. Okay, this is the summarize of network types that available. Okay, we go to the objective 7, network architecture. So we go for the network topology. That this one is more technical. So the network topology, we have a bus network, ring network, star network. Ada satu lagi mesh network. The latest one, mesh network. Okay, so we go for the ring network. So ring network means dia macam bentuk cincin ni. Okay, a circle. If this computer want to communicate with this computer, it must pass through this other two computer. So this is the limitation of the ring network. If we want to communicate with other computer, we have to complete one cycle. Unless the computer duduk sebelah lah. Okay? Okay, so that is a problem with a ring network. So dia slow sikit lah. So a message is sent, it pass through each device until it reach its destination. So kalau you nak hantar ni, you gonna pass all the through device. So agak takes time lah. Okay. So ini ring network yang dulu lah. Okay. And then we have a star network. Bentuk bintang ni. Kan? Okay, so this star network offer more efficiency compared to the ring, because so each device have a priority to connected to the switch. So the switch will determine which client or which device give take a turn lah for a network. Okay. So each device ada peluang. Okay, dia peluang sama rata lah untuk ask for the permission of network. Okay, ini kita pakai star network. Okay, so dia ada switch. So switch ni dia akan pull. Dia akan send pada ni, siapa yang nak network. Katakanlah komputer ni nak, okay, so dia akan entertain ni. Dia akan pull lagi, siapa nak network yang seterusnya. But sometimes we can see all this computer, dia macam bukan nampak macam bergilir kan, take turn to internet. Kita boleh nampak orang ni boleh pakai internet, orang ni boleh pakai internet. Sebenarnya the transfer rate is so high. Dia punya kelajuan terlampau tinggi. So kita tak nampak sebenarnya dia take turn. Dia buat giliran sebenarnya. Okay. So kita nampak dia macam smooth saja. Maknanya kita nampak semua orang pakai serentak. But actually kalau kita pakai star network, actually dia take turn for the network. Okay. And then we have a tree network. So tree network ni we can see the hierarchy. So this is the bottom, this is up level, and we have a second level, and this is the bottom level. Okay. So usually this one is applicable at the office or centralized organization. So biasanya if we look at this tree network, we can see there are more hierarchy kan. So when we want to access to the network, kita kena pass layer by layer, so it will take time. Kan? Tapi sebenarnya in terms of this one, usually this one applicable for organization because in terms of security. Because sometimes this one dia boleh control the rest of the other computer. So that's why pre-network ni biasa kita pakai dekat organization because this computer can control to other computer. So kalau dia nak block certain web page, dia nak off that certain web page and so on, dia boleh pakai pre-network because yang ni control to other bottom level computer. So that's why kalau dekat company ataupun office pakai pre-network walaupun dia agak slow sedikit. Okay, and this is the latest one, mesh network. Mesh network ni dia don't have a specific physical layout. So it could be star, it could be mesh, it could be ring. Asalkan each node are connected to more than 2 devices. So automatic we consider as mesh network. So mesh network ni the wireless technology Wi-Fi biasa use this mesh network. Okay? So it will in terms of one advantage of this mesh network, if this computer fail, broken ke apa, rosak ke apa, it's other computer still can communicate with others. Okay, itu advantage dia. Kecuali macam yang ni, kalau kita pakai pre-network ni, kalau komputer ni rosak, automatic the rest of the bottom level tak boleh communicate with other network. Same with this ring. Kalau one of the nodes in this ring rosak, automatic the rest of the network, the circle tak boleh guna. Okay. So that's why this one is offered by the mesh network. So we cannot see a certain pattern here. Okay, yang ni bentuk macam ring, yang ni macam separuh star and so on. Okay? Okay everyone? Boleh kan?
Boleh.
Okay, saya proceed sikit je lagi sebelum kita settle about this chapter. Okay, now we go to the network strategies. Okay, network strategies. So mostly commonly used memang sekarang still we use a client and server network. Kita mesti ada server to serve other client. Okay, and because we depends on the server to provide access. Okay, we still most of the company still use this strategy. Okay, but the problem of this strategy is cost of installation and maintenance. But disadvantage dia boleh monitor lah. Dia ada kuasa. Okay, ada authority. Okay, because sometimes we need some mechanism to control all the client because internet ni dia luas sangat. Okay, so we need certain management atau device that can control the all the computer clients. So that's why the client server network still used by the most of organization. Okay, but somehow we have another strategies which is peer-to-peer network. So this one dia tak ada server. Okay, because all node have equal authority. So dia tak ada server. So this client dia boleh direct terus dengan network. Dia boleh communicate the other network without have to pass a certain server. We need a request, need a permission from a certain server. Okay, but in terms of dia agak bahaya because lack of security. So mudah agak bahaya lah. That's why most of nowadays still use the client server network. But the problem dia kalau server ni rosak, semua klien tak boleh communicate. Okay. And we go to the last one, learning objective. Ada lagi yang John. We go last organization network. So we have two types, intranet dengan extranet. So biasanya intranet ni within an organization. Extranet ni biasa we want to communicate with other outside lah. Okay. Contohnya kalau saya nak access you punya result, want to access about the exam, apa-apa saya kena pakai intranet. Saya kalau nak access daripada luar tak boleh. Saya kena pakai UITM server. Okay, itu panggil dia intranet. Kalau extranet dia open lah. So we can access other organization network. Okay, so this one is very important nowadays because nowadays internet we kalau dulu we want to communicate for not critical tasks, not critical matters, but nowadays we involve with money kan, banking, online, in terms of confidential data such as exam result and so on, your IC, your personal data. So that is confidential data kan. So that's why we need a certain high of security nowadays. Kan? Kita boleh tengok ada scammer kan. Banyak dalam paper ada scammer, kena tipu sana, kena tipu sini, phishing website. Because nowadays you just key in the password, right password you boleh transfer the cash and so on. Kan? Ataupun when we go to the pakai card and so on, dia tak detect the real owner. Okay? So that's why the network security is very important nowadays. So you can see, so these are some technology that offer a network security. We have a firewall, intrusion detection system, and we have a virtual private network. Okay, the firewall you can see here. Let's say this is organization intranet. Let's say this is intranet for UITM. So UITM dia ada buat satu firewall. Okay, so siapa-siapa yang nak access this UITM punya ni, dia mesti ask a permission from a proxy server dulu. Dan mesti cross the firewall first. Okay? So tu ada untuk sekat daripada hackers, scammers and so on lah. So each organization have their own firewall. Okay? To protect their organization data and so on lah. Okay, itu fungsi firewall. And then we also have a VPN. So if you can see VPN here, VPN is virtual private network. So kalau kita pakai VPN, you can see hackers, snoopers, dia tak boleh masuk this one because this is private network. Okay. Kalau siapa belajar teknologi in term of cyber security mesti tahu detail sebab private network. Saya pun hanya tahu surface saja, hanya tahu guna VPN. Sometimes saya pernah juga guna VPN. So VPN ni dia terus access user terus kepada internet. So the hackers and snooper ni dia tak boleh masuk this one because dia tak boleh bagi laluan pada orang luar. Ataupun boleh pakai intrusion detection system. Biasa this one dia sekali dengan firewall. Itu sama dengan firewall. Dia akan analyze all incoming and outgoing network traffic. Okay, so itu saja for this chapter. Any questions so far, everyone?
No, madam.
No, madam.
Boleh? Okay, so we already covered the chapter 8. So we have another chapter 9. So that chapter 9 is the last chapter. But the chapter 9 I will explain on the next class when we deal with the lab. Okay? Saya akan cerita sikit macam mana perjalanan chapter 9. Okay, any questions so far, everyone?
No.
Tak ada? Okay, nanti saya betulkan attendance. Nanti you sign attendance, don't forget to sign the attendance.
Madam,
Ya?
untuk next assignment, madam bagi bila?
Assignment hari tu ke?
PowerPoint.
Oh, yang PowerPoint selepas saya ajar lab.
Kiranya PowerPoint ni last assignment ke macam mana, madam?
PowerPoint group assignment. Lepas tu ada satu lagi tag assignment.
Oh, okay, boleh.
Tag assignment tu macam assignment yang chapter apa tu?
Chapter
Chapter
5.
5 tu. Sebab you kena ada dua ikut course online, you kena ada dua tag assignment. Lepas tu satu group assignment which is about PowerPoint. Tapi tengoklah, mungkin saya akan guna PowerPoint atau Powtoon ataupun another software yang lagi user friendly, lagi attractive compared to the PowerPoint. Ataupun you boleh pakai apa-apa saja software that instead of PowerPoint. Boleh je, no problem. Okay, tapi yang tu saya akan explain next class lah waktu lab. Lepas tu saya rasa you dah settle lah about lab Excel and so on kan? Kan dengan Madam Diana kan?
Yes, betul.
Okay. Tinggal yang tu je lah. Tinggal satu lagi tag assignment 5% dan satu lagi presentation assignment group. So itu saja yang tinggal. Settle insyaAllah. Tak ada apa dah. Okay, any questions? Ada question?
Madam, presentation tu yang sekali PowerPoint ke lain?
Sekali.
Oh, sekali. Okay.
Sekali. Maknanya we want to see you use the software to present.
Recorded ke live?
Kita bulan video.
Oh, okay.
We want to see how you use the software to present. We don't know the content. Actually, we want to look how you use the technology to present something. Okay?
Oh, okay, madam.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all. Please follow the SOP and take care of yourself. Okay? Sajalah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam, madam. Thank you, madam.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Sama-sama.